Matt, I'm going to start over a little bit if that's okay.
Yeah, do it, dude.
Matt's gonna hate us.
Yeah, by the end of this, Matt, you're going to be like, these guys are quite funny, but also absolutely useless. Um, Okay, so today we are joined by Matt Walst from 3 Days Grace. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Matt, you are the co-lead singer of 3 Days Grace, and you also play some rhythm guitar and a bit of keyboard, you were just saying, as well.
Yeah. Live, I do all that for sure. Yeah.
Amazing. And you were born and raised in Norwood, Ontario, is that right?
Yeah, it's just outside of Toronto, a couple hours east of Toronto.
Nice.
Yeah.
And we were just saying that Brad, the bass player in the band, is your older brother.
Yeah, he's my older brother by 6 years.
Amazing. So we've got some, just a few kind of personal questions really before we dive into musical questions. And then obviously going into your kind of dream gig. Do you want to start this off, or do you want me to?
I'm gonna start.
You're going to start.
I'm gonna start
You
because it's
go
all
for it.
about me and Matt. Right,
Okay.
Matt. Right. Hopefully not too deep, but what is something your fans would be surprised to learn about your childhood?
Oh, maybe that I was a little nuts, little annoying to my brother and my parents. I liked pushing buttons. I like to get everybody going. Yeah, and for there was actually a Saturday Night Live skit called Goat Boy. So for like I guess for like half a year, I talked to my parents and my brother like a goat, kind of like, "Hey, how you doing?" And I talk like that constantly, and they would just like get so pissed off. So that's probably so. I was Goat Boy for a good half a year. Talked like a goat.
Nice. Love
Amazing.
that. All right.
What's the proudest moment of your career so far? And who was the first person you told?
Um, I guess like I don't know. The first time, I guess I had a #1 song at Rock was probably one of the proudest moments, and like they're still happening. Like every time you play a big show and there's tons of people out there, it's really surreal, and you never really get over that. Like when you're in front of 50,000 people or something like that, it's still mind blowing.
Nice.
Yeah, I wonder that about everyone that comes on musician wise. Like, does that wear off? That like huge crowd, the anticipation, you're like waiting to go on.
It's surely nerve-wracking.
Yeah, it can be like when you're into a groove, you don't really get those nerves as much. But definitely starting back up every tour and, getting in front of lots of people. Because I live in a small town of like 1,500 people. Like I'm out in the country, and then I go from here into, Rockstar mode, and then out on a stage in front of, uh, you know, like 30,000 people, and it's like that's like like 30 times my town, and yeah, it's the first show back. Definitely, you feel the nerves and that, but once you're in the groove, you kind of get used to that. But still, like being in front of that many people, it still blows your mind, though.
Yeah, I bet. And
I
you
can
said,
imagine.
you said you occasionally play the instruments as well. I always felt, and you probably don't feel this anymore because you've done it so much, but the instrument was almost like a shield. And then
Behind the
when you're
guitar.
just on the mic, it was like you felt so much more exposed in front of everyone.
Yeah, I think maybe in my first band I kind of felt that way. Whenever I take the guitar off, but Yeah, like I always felt more free when I could take the guitar off. At a certain point, I liked it more because I could move around.
Yeah.
I could go over here. I didn't have to be stuck at the mic with a guitar all the time. So when I really got like used to being like a front man, it kind of freed things up, and I felt like I could do more.
Yeah, I hear that.
Nice.
I'd be the shittest front man.
I don't know. I think you'll be all right.
I'd need a huge, like, is it a tuba, that thing that goes around you?
A sousaphone, like
Oh,
Sam
wow.
from Snack Time.
Yeah, that would do.
Yeah.
What does success mean to you now compared to when you were just starting out or when you were younger? Has that changed?
Um, Ye- I guess like I still feel like I'm learning, and I try like I stay humble by coming home and out to the middle of nowhere. I think it like sometimes I don't realize the magnitude of the band when we until we are like out on tour and actually see it. But yeah, like when I was younger, I thought success and being like recognized and that kind of stuff was like super cool. And I don't know. Now I I I do it because I am. That's what I'm good at, and I don't do it for the wrong reasons, like being famous or stuff like that. So yeah.
That's good. That's good to hear.
Nice.
I'm glad.
I think let's change it up again. Let's ask some quite fun questions now, yeah?
Well, I hope they are fun now you've picked it up.
All right, well, let's try this on for size, Matt. I want you to imagine that someone has made a fictional movie about your life, and you have been asked to curate the soundtrack, but you can only use songs from the new album Alienation, out August 22nd, if you didn't know.
Big up.
Don't want to go home tonight is very like about growing up and how life becomes as you get older, it becomes a little more safe, and like the song's kind of looking back on the teenage years when you're just don't like when nothing really matters, time doesn't matter, you look at the world differently, you like it's a coming up, like from a small town, and just doing what you'd want to do, and like no worries in the world, to when you kind of get older, you get a little safer, you get you're not as wild, so maybe that song for sure.
Is that like the end credits song, that one, yeah?
Actually, I think it's mid record, so I think it's 6 or 7, somewhere around there.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that. All right. What about this? What is the most rock star thing you've ever done?
Oh, well, there's a few of them, but the first time, the first video I did was pretty crazy. It was on top of the Hard Rock Casino in Vegas, and we had a bunch of strippers and ladies on the Hard Rock. It's a song called "Porn Star Dancing," and Ludacris, uh, Chad Kruger from Nickelback, the singer of Nickelback, and Zach Wild, the guitar player for Ozzy Osbourne, are all on the song. So it was pretty surreal to be up on that Hard Rock. They had a helicopter going around us, filming us from the helicopter. All these like with all these celebrities and all these girls. It was pretty surreal and pretty rock star. Yeah, the song was from 2010. Check it out. It's My Darkest Days, Porn Star Dancing.
That's pretty cool.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Our
What
lives
an
are so
accolade
sad.
to be able to be like, yeah, I did this.
Yeah.
The
Oh,
video's pretty nuts. So
yeah, that's
We'll be checking
so
that
cool,
out for
man.
sure.
Love that.
Amazing. Okay. With the band, I assume that you guys have some sort of group chat. So, who in the band is most likely to ghost the group chat or not respond to anything?
oh, it's hard to say. Maybe my brother. He chimes in a little late sometimes. So maybe my brother.
Nice, nice.
Sounds like most are engaged though. That's good to know.
That's good. Yeah, I think I've got a brother like that. To be fair, as
Yeah.
well, Matt. So don't worry about that.
And a friend.
Yeah, and a friend. You're useless.
Yeah, I'm pretty bad.
Yeah, fair.
Matt, who's your biggest hero in life? And it doesn't have to be someone famous, or you know, we have a lot of mums, and we have
Mums and dads.
not so many
Not
dads.
so many dads.
But who's your biggest hero in life?
My dad and my mom and my brother. You know, I've always looked up to my brother throughout my life, and he's always looked out for me. So, yeah, I'd have to say my parents and my brother.
Nice.
Good answer.
Good answer.
Yeah, I like that.
I love a wholesome answer like that.
Yeah.
We did have someone say themselves, which was
Oh, jeez.
fair play to have the balls to say that. But
Yeah. I think he was a big fan of theirs, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
you might know him. To be fair, Josh Rez. I'm outing him on this. Josh Rez is he's a metal influencer on Instagram and TikTok, and he kind of he makes his living from doing, to be honest, hilarious videos based around metal
Yeah.
songs and things
He
like
is
that.
good. He's
where
worth
he
checking
kind of
out.
Breaks them down and stuff.
Let's set the scene, I think, for the dream gig. Shall we?
Okay, yeah, nice. So we're going to go into your dream gig. Now you're attending this dream gig as an audience member, not a performer.
Okay.
So we always start off by setting the scene a bit and looking at kind of what venue you're going to go for. So maybe we've gone from like someone's backyard to a forest in Alaska.
Yeah.
And then obviously huge festivals like Glastonbury and things like that. So what would be your dream venue for your dream concert?
Probably on the ocean, man.
Nice.
Good answer.
I'm so glad you said that, Matt, because I create all the thumbnails for these using the venue that you choose, basically.
Yeah.
And I've got so many that are set on water, but I haven't been able to use them because
Yeah.
no one's chosen it. So thank you so much for that, first of all. But yeah, sorry, carry on.
Yeah, I love being on the ocean, and yeah, seeing a gig there would be great.
Nice.
And when we're saying on the ocean, are we talking like on a raft, on a boat?
A cruise liner.
No, right on the beach.
Oh,
Nice.
nice. Okay. Oh, awesome.
Love that.
Like a huge stage on the beach with like a big audience, or
There you go. Yeah.
nice. Love that.
All right, I'm picturing it now.
Yeah.
All right, and I say this every time.
Mm.
I won't bang on too much, but all the gigs I've gone to, you know, over the years, I have this group of mates, and they make the night so fun. You know, the build up, and you're going to the pub, or you're on the tube or the train, and on the way there, and it's just they're the best people, and I love going with them. And sometimes you can't even remember the gig because
Yeah.
you know, whatever you may have done in the
Oh,
past, had a beer or two. And I love those guys, and they're my gig guys. So who would you go with?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, some of my old buddies for sure. Yeah, I'd bring my whole crew for sure. Yeah, my boys and yeah, my buddies.
Nice. Love
Love
that. Me
that.
too. When you go to a gig as a, you know, you guys have smashed it over the years. When you go there, you like critique it. Can you hear like, oh, the mic needs to be turned up a bit, or fucking hell, he's out of tune.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, is it hard to enjoy?
No, you know, like when it's live, you know, it's live, and that's I think that's, you know, that's why you go to watch live bands. Like you don't really like you want to hear the songs, but like you don't want somebody just there pressing play, you know, and acting like they're playing the songs. I think, you know, watching a live band and hearing them screw up a part or maybe sing a part a little, you know, flat for a second, it means that they're actually doing it, and I'd rather experience that than you know, than a DJ or something like that.
Yeah, I
Nice.
agree. He'd love to go and see Taking Back Sunday though.
Are we
Because they've been a bit iffy.
are we starting early with
No,
having
we're
a go
not.
at Taking
We're
Back
not.
Sunday?
We're not.
I asked the same question to Wheatus a few years back, and
Yeah.
the Brendan, the lead singer, said that his favorite thing about going to a gig is before anyone goes on stage, he likes to walk up to the stage and kind of look at all the gear and what they're using. He's a bit of a he a self-professed geek for it, so yeah, he loved it.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, it's definitely interesting to see what people use and what different bands use what, and yeah, that's interesting.
Do you, when you go to a concert, do you ever buy things like merch or anything like that?
Uh, yeah, more drinks, but definitely I've bought a few t-shirts over the years. But more I help out the bar a little bit more than
That was
Yeah.
the next question, to be fair.
yeah.
What's your go-to? Is it just a straight beer, or are we going for something a little bit more fancy?
Yeah, that's what I drink now. I was on a Red Bull and vodka tip for a long time, but
Nice.
yeah, I've kind of gotten away from that and just gone to beer. And I don't mind a shot of good tequila either.
Great shout.
So
Shot
do
of
you.
tequila.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
bit. And all right, and this one, everyone has a bit of a different view on this. Where would be your ideal spot in the crowd to watch the show?
Well, if I had the legs that I did when in my 20s, I'd definitely be right in the mosh pit or around the mosh pit. But
Nice.
I like to be able to see now I'd like to be able to see the mosh pit just as much as the show itself, because like that's entertaining in itself. Like when I'm on stage and and singing to people and people start going crazy and crowd surfing and moshing, that's just like it's entertainment for me. And I like it's almost like you feed off that too. You see people having so much fun and just the craziness going on. Yeah, it's entertaining to watch. So I'd like to see both the band and the floor now, how crazy people are going for the band.
I bet watching it from the stage, like in your usual spot on the stage, is unreal to see.
Well, we've had something,
Like, what is this thing when they run
the
around
mosh
and
pit.
batter each other?
Yeah, the mosh pit. I guess Wall of Death is a little bit different. Is that quite a fun thing to watch from the stage?
Yeah, like I've formed only a couple of walls of death in my in
Killed a
my
few people.
I'll get them to separate, but like yeah, I'll just say separate, and then when I say go, go, and then they'll come together. But I don't do like a proper wall of death. I don't think like some people carry it on for like 5 minutes getting there, everybody to spread out, which is that's so much fun to watch. Though it's like Red Rover, just like craziness.
Love that.
I'm too old to be in that now.
Oh, same.
We're very much like stand by the sound booth kind of guys now. We've got to that age. Like, we want the sound to be good. We also want a decent view.
Yeah.
We don't want to get killed.
Yeah.
It's
Come to
it's the spot definitely to watch a show would be at the soundboard for sure.
Yeah. It's the best spot, isn't it?
It is.
For our ripe old age. Let's play a game.
Let's play a game. So we've created a couple of games for the podcast. This one is called Play, Repeat, Delete. So it's essentially Shag, Marry, Kill. But what we do is we give you 3 bands, and the idea is you have one that you can play once or twice, one that you can repeat forever, and one that unfortunately you have to delete from existence.
Okay.
I haven't made this easy for you. The three bands we're going for are Deftones,
Yeah.
Nirvana,
Yeah.
and 3 Days Grace.
Okay. So I have to choose one that I can play forever.
So one that you can play a couple of times over, one that you can repeat forever, and one that is deleted from existence.
Oh no.
I know. I'm sorry.
Oh no, you're making this hard. Uh like I hate to say it, but like I listened to Nirvana so much when I was a teenager and coming up, that like I know all those songs so well. But I hate to say it, like I'd have to uh, go with delete on that one, because I can't do 3 Days Grace because I'm in the
Fair enough. That's a good shout.
yeah.
What about repeating?
So I that record is so good. That'd be my play forever probably. I
Nice.
don't think I'd ever got sick of that record. Yeah.
Great
But
shout.
my kids play 3 Days Grace all the time at home, and it drives me nuts. Uh, yeah, like you wake up at 8 a.m. in the morning, and like you're listening to your own band in your own voice sometimes, and it's just like, turn that shit off.
Yeah.
You don't want to hear it at 8 a.m. in the morning.
I don't know. I get critical about my own voice. I'm not a big fan of listening to myself.
But I'd rather that than like I pick up the guitar, I play for 20 seconds, and the wife and the kids are like, "Oh, will you pack that in? Give it a rest." So yeah, at least your kids like your music.
It's just like, yeah, I associate it, like, I when I hear it, I think of when I have to go to work, and I start thinking about work. So at 8 a.m. or 7:30 in the morning, you don't really want to hear your own band at that time.
It's fair enough.
We're such narcissists. We'd love it.
Yeah, we would. But I don't think, I mean, it's not like we've ever been in a position where we're playing, sold out crowds on a nightly basis where we're having to do that on repeat for
Yeah.
good. And all the press around it and listening to the songs on, I guess if you go on radio shows and things like that.
Maybe one day.
We'll get there.
All right. What about this? What was your first ever concert that you went to?
It's a band called Matthew Good Band. They're a Canadian band. We actually just played with them 2 days ago, and it was Matthew Good Band. I was like 13. My older brother took me to it in Toronto. Yeah,
Amazing.
Nice. I know you're playing with them.
Yeah.
open for us. They were right before us 2 days ago.
What a full circle moment.
Yeah, that's
Amazing.
So
Yeah.
That'd be like me and Taking Back Sunday, and then you just saying bad things about them.
I do like them.
You do. When
Yeah.
they're recorded. Matt, do you remember the moment you fell in love with music?
Not really. It was before I even had a memory. So, like when I was young, my parents used to play music all the time. When I was, 3 years old, 4 years old, I first sang in front of people at like, I think 4 or 5 years old at my grandma's birthday party. Yeah, I think it was just like, before I even had memory, I was into music and performing, and always loved it. Yeah.
It's like it's ingrained in you.
Yeah. And you said earlier about you know, watching your brother play. You're a little bit younger. But
Yeah.
that ingrains it. Like I remember watching my dad, and that did it for me. I was like, you're too young to even get it, really. But you're like, fuck, what is this?
Yeah, I remember like they left a guitar at the house and an amp, and I picked it up, and like first thing I learned was "Smoke on the Water" riff, and like away I went. I started taking lessons and stuff, and like he'd give me these songs to go learn, and then I'd show up, and I wouldn't have learned them. I would have made my own riffs and parts, and I'd be like, I didn't learn that song that you wanted me to learn, but here's this thing I made up.
Amazing.
Nice. I like that.
So yeah, I started writing as soon as I picked up the guitar, because I didn't know how to play it, so I had to make up stuff on it, like to play it. So it was strange. Instead of learning the guitar, I kind of just made my own way of playing it, and started making songs.
Nice.
I love that. That's
Nice.
class, isn't it? All right, this is maybe a tricky one to answer, but let's see how it goes. If you could only speak in 3 Days Grace lyrics, how would you order a coffee?
Oh, jeez. I'm trying to go through some lyrics to see if there's any that would be like that would get it across.
That's a tough question, mate.
The kids will know.
The kids would know.
Yeah, they would definitely much lyric to use. I guess like I can't think of any off the top of the head.
To be fair,
order coffee.
Yeah, to be fair, when I wrote that down, I was like, this is probably the hardest question I think I've ever. We put you on the spot there, Matt. Sorry about that. That was probably a little bit too harsh.
That's a tough one.
Let's start building out this dream concert.
Yeah.
And so we always obviously start with the first act. We used to call it a support act, but I think if people are bringing 3 legends in or something like that, it's not fair to do that. So the first act of the night, who are you choosing for your dream concert?
To be honest, I was a huge fan of the Family Values tour. So it was Ramstein was one of the openers on that. And then Limp Bizkit and Corn headlining. So I think I'd bring back the Family Values tour and do that. I think it would go over so big these days. Now that kind of new metal has come back and made a revisit. I think that tour would be crazy. Family Values tour, Ramstein, uh, Limp Bizkit, Corn.
Lovely.
If
Okay.
you had to pick one of those 3
Yeah.
to be your opening act at your dream gig, who would you have out of those 3?
Whew. Probably Corn. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
nice.
What's that gig with that footage of Corn and the crowd is just mental?
Was that like a wood? Did they play a Woodstock where it just kicked off?
Limp Bizkit played Woodstock. I know that, and that's when shit started hitting the fan. He was on like a piece of plywood and going around and like
Oh yeah.
they kind of that's when Woodstock, the last Woodstock 99 went to hell, is when Limp Bizkit got on stage and just started tearing it up and people started going crazy.
I think
I
there's a
love that.
documentary about that, isn't there?
There was, yeah, on Netflix, I think.
Yeah, it's wild.
Yeah.
Okay, so Korn's your first act. What's their encore song that they're performing?
Whew. Well, they start out with Blind. That's tough to say. Maybe Adidas. They would come on and play Adidas just like because you wouldn't expect it, but yeah.
Nice. Is that your favorite? Because it's your dream gig, so you can have whatever you want as the encore song. Would that be your choice?
Yeah, maybe Adidas. Yeah, but
No.
they just have like they have so many songs, so yeah.
That's
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard to pick, isn't it? when
It
they're
is
that
hard,
big?
yeah.
All right. What I want to know is what's the weirdest thing you've ever signed for a fan?
We signed a baby once. I actually and yeah, that was strange. But
Where did you sign?
I still find it strange seeing people come back like it kind of crazy, get it. Some people get our signatures tattooed on themselves and it's like, and my signature is just terrible. It's just like chicken scratch. So it's seeing my crappy signature on somebody's body is like, oh my god, I should have did that better because you didn't know they were gonna go tattoo it. So
Well, hopefully they didn't tattoo the baby, but
Where on the baby were you signing?
oh yeah, yeah, that was in the old band. They're like, oh, can you sign the baby? I'm like, really? This Sharpie? You really
what,
want?
on the head?
On the head?
No, not on the head. Not like Ricky Bobby and Talladega Nights. He signs the baby right on the head.
What a movie, by the way.
Yeah.
Talladega Nights.
Awesome.
Okay, nice. Okay, you signed a baby. That's insane. I love that.
That's sick.
But this is a little bit different. What's the most un-Rockstar hobby that you secretly love?
Whew. I had a flock of chickens for a while. They actually, I just recently, I had them for 8 years, and yeah, that's probably the most un-Rockstar stuff I do. Is yeah, either take care of kids or feeding chickens and cleaning a chicken coop. Yeah.
I love that though.
People get attached to their chickens.
Everyone loves a chicken.
Mm.
My friend had a farm and he had a couple of chickens on it, and like he would take me out there and show me the chicken. This was when I was quite young, and he'd take me out there and show me the chickens like it was like his prized possession. Like, fuck the car, I've got chickens.
Yeah. Well, they're actually pretty smart. Like I got mine to the point where I could yell chickens and they would run towards me and be all around me, and I'd throw them like treats and stuff. So they're actually really smart. They listen better than my black lab did. Yeah, they're smart animals.
Incredible.
I'm gonna go vegetarian, I think.
So you can have. Did you ever eat the chickens? Is that
No,
to ask?
they were laying hens, so I don't think I could ever do the meat bird thing where you raise them up a couple of weeks and then no, not for me.
Eat your babies.
That'd be horrible, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I go to the store and get chickens that have already been, you know.
Sorted out for you.
The black lab though,
Yeah.
dive in. All right. I don't really understand this question,
Okay.
so I'm going to let you ask it.
Okay.
So you look silly.
Easy. It's pretty easy to understand.
Dyslexic.
I'm also dyslexic. How do you measure the impact of a song beyond chart positioning or streams?
Ooh. How do you measure the impact? By people coming up to you, like we've wrote a few songs that have over the years saved people and got people through tough times. I think those kind of songs, when people come up to you and say this song got me through this part of my life, or I think that's like the biggest impact when you like got somebody like over a breakup or losing somebody or some kind of addiction, or like getting them away from suicide, getting them through the dark times. We get that a lot. So when your music is kind of therapy and has helped people through those kind of situations, I think that's like the biggest thing about writing music and performing music. Yeah.
Yeah,
Love
that's
that.
awesome.
Yeah.
That's so
The
cool.
personal touch, the kind of the human side of it is amazing.
Yeah.
For sure.
Lovely. So we've obviously already touched on the bands that you're picking for your dream concert, but we're on to this kind of second act of the night, and we want to kind of discuss their encore songs. So who would be performing as the kind of, I guess, second support act of the night before the headliner?
Oh man, it's tough. Maybe Rammstein, because they just have like, dude, they have like the biggest. I haven't seen them and I want to see them so bad because I've seen videos of their stage setup and all the pyro they have. It's like they set up this massive castle behind them, and and they have like so much pyro because I believe this is true. They own their own pyro company, and like they actually run a company that has all this production. So they just put so much into their show. It looks insane. So I really want to see them, and I've never seen them before.
That's incredible.
And that does make a big difference at gigs. We saw, it was a band I'd never seen before, actually.
Electric Cool Boy.
Yeah.
Electric Cool Boy.
It's just like,
Yeah.
fire, and it was crazy. It was so good.
Like confetti and then more fire.
Yeah.
And then
set the confetti on fire, and then
We're big fans of Electric Callboy. We listen to them before every show, and like in the dressing room, I have a TV and like my PlayStation set up to it, so we like play their videos and stuff for their music videos, and like they would play like Got the Moves, Pump It, the new one, Elevator Operator. We play all their songs before. Like that's the like band that we've been listening to before stage because they just like get pumped up for it.
that's
I
awesome.
love that. Yeah. Amazing.
And that's such a good like medal to get as a band, being someone's like warm up,
Yeah.
get
Yeah,
hyped.
They can turn around and say, you know, 3 days grace, play us before they go on stage. That's an incredible accolade for
I'd
them.
tell people.
I would. I'd be telling everyone.
Yeah, I think they know. I think Adam actually sent the singer a message. He's like, "Oh, that's awesome." So yeah, I hope to get to see them live too, man.
It's well worth it. I'd
It
definitely,
was
if you
so
get a
good.
chance to, it's one of the best gigs I've seen for a long time. To be fair,
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
unreal.
they're a lot of fun. Like they don't take it serious, and it's a lot of fun. It's refreshing to listen to that kind of music when it's just like so many different genres all just pushed together. It's like dance meets like pop meets like heavy metal. It's so many things put together. It's awesome.
They stopped. Well, it got to halfway through, and it's quite full on and manic, wasn't it? And then they just like lit this bonfire, brought out the acoustic guitars and the piano, and then did Backstreet,
Backstreet Boys. I want it that way.
Oh,
Incredible.
really?
Yeah,
and everyone loved it.
of course. Like
It was so good.
they know how to
I
get
loved
the game. Anyway, so Ramstein. What was Ramstein's encore song for their set?
Oh, geez. Well, yeah, it's got to be Du Hast, probably. Yeah, that's their biggest one.
Yeah,
Got
Yeah.
to be.
that's a good song. Yeah,
And Ramstein or Ramstein?
I'm gonna go
Uh,
with how Matt says it.
Because I'll never say the wrong way again now.
I think
We've
it's
gone through so many. Yeah,
Okay, I've got it.
Yeah.
Noted.
good man.
Let's play another game, right? I like this game. This is my favourite.
I'll let you introduce it then. You go for it.
I will. Right. So I'm going to set the scene, paint a little picture. So you've done something horrendous. You're in jail and you're on death row, right? Heaven forbid. But you're on death row and you can basically pick 3 songs. It's called Death Row Setlist. And you can pick 3 songs. One is for nostalgia, one is to rage out to, and one song is to go out peacefully to.
Your final encore for your life.
Your final encore. All right. So, what would be your song for nostalgia?
I guess it'd have to be like a Beatles song, maybe like Eleanor Rigby or something, maybe. Yeah, yeah. It's yeah, on death row, so
Yeah. I feel like that song is so dark.
yeah,
You know, it gets to me in weird ways, that song.
yeah.
When we were studying it at music uni, it was like, do you remember? It was just a bit of a weird lesson, that one.
I was sat in the chair like, the fuck?
Yeah.
But I love it. Great
That was all the
tune,
drugs
though.
you were on, my friend. So.
Yeah, good track. Good track. All right. And what would be your rage out song?
Uh, Probably Break Stuff by Limp Bizkit.
That is the go-to here, I think.
We get that a lot.
And it's always musicians though, from like well-known bands that pick it. Have you noticed that?
Yeah, always.
It's like they know. It's like, yeah, this is the one. So great.
You covered that song for a while, so
Yeah, nice.
our assistant tour manager that was out with us, he played in a band before, and he can do Fred's voice like to a T. So me and him would do Break Stuff.
Incredible.
It is a tune. You could probably break out to that tune.
Yeah, you probably break out a Death Row 100% with that.
All right. And what would be your your encore to your life song? You're going out peacefully to.
Oh, jeez. Maybe Sounds of Silence.
Oh,
Good choice. We haven't
Yeah.
had that yet either, and I haven't thought about that either.
I thought people would have chose that song. Yeah.
We get a lot of Hallelujah, Jeff Buckley.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That tends to be, but that's a great one. I love
Yeah.
that.
yeah, that's a good choice. We've also had a lot of like 20-hour. Yeah.
20-hour sounds of rain or 20-hour sounds of static to prolong their lives.
Taking the
Oh,
piss.
I see. That's
Yeah.
Trying to game the system a little bit.
Yeah, I think just rather get it over and done with.
Cheats.
All right, headline act time.
Headline act. We're there with it. So, it was Limp Bizkit, wasn't it? The headline act, was it?
I chose Corn. But yeah. Yeah, like again, like I would probably put together the Family Values tour. That was just such a great lineup of bands, and yeah.
All
Good
right.
shout.
So say it's Limp Bizkit's turn to come on stage. They're allowed to bring on a special guest with them. Who would you bring on? And it can be anybody.
Probably from Deftones. Yeah.
Good shout.
I want to
Yeah.
see that. I
Yeah.
want to see that.
What song would they do together?
Well, they would probably do. I've seen him do a few. He had actually, didn't he have Ed Sheeran do the song? It's their cover. Nobody knows what it's like to
Oh,
be.
yeah.
Behind Blue Eyes.
Yeah, that's it.
Great song. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that'd probably be the one that they both do. But yeah, it's cool to see like Ed Sheeran come on and sing that with Fred Durst. It was insane.
Yeah, that's cool. Who wrote that originally? Is it The Who?
It's the Who. Yeah.
Yeah. Fair play. I was going
Fair.
Never Mind the Buzzcocks.
Yeah.
Maybe.
You know what song I used to love when I was a lot younger? And it was Stained, and they Fred Durst did got on stage with them and did Outside. And it was
I love that era.
beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah. He's a great singer.
I love
Aaron Lee.
that era.
Incredible. Okay, so Deftones go off stage. Oh, is it Deftones doing Behind Blue Eyes with Limp Bizkit, or is it Ed Sheeran, or both?
Oh no! It'd be Chino doing Behind Blue Eyes with Limp Bizkit.
Lovely. Okay, so Gino from Deftones has gone off stage, and it's now Limp Bizkit's final encore of the evening to close off the whole night for you. What are they performing?
Oh, maybe Nookie. That's a jumper too. That's a jumper. That or break stuff. Yeah, the crowd would go insane for break stuff. So maybe break stuff.
Like it. Good answers.
I love
Good
that.
answers. I'm down for that. Gig I'd like to go to.
So, Matt, congratulations! First of all, you've created your dream concert. You're officially part of the Encore Club. You're one of the Hall of Famers. So thank you so much.
Thank you. Yeah, it'd be the Family Values tour, man. I grew up like watching that on VHS. So to see that happen again would be insane.
Before we let you go, we've got some very quick, kind of quite silly would you rather questions, and then maybe we'll just ask you to tell us a little bit more about what you've got coming up with 3 Days Grace. But let's kick it off with the would you rather. Do you want me to?
Yeah, crack on, my
Yeah.
guy.
Okay, would you rather have to scream the lyrics, "So what if you can see the darkest side of me" every time someone says hi or hello to you, or whisper, "I hate everything about you" every time someone says your name?
Yeah, I'd probably rather do the first one. Yeah.
It's a good shout.
Yeah, you wouldn't make too many friends with the second one.
I think that's a fair choice. That's a fair choice.
Sounds like conversation with me. Would you rather play an entire stadium show wearing a mascot costume of your own face, like the huge head of your own face, or let the audience control your set list via a Twitter poll?
Probably, yeah, I'd probably rather do the mascot thing because, yeah, if they're calling out songs and like there are B-sides that I didn't know, I kind of have nightmares about that. So, yeah.
It's a good choice. Okay, would you rather write a 3 Days Grace musical for Broadway, or have to turn the entire discography into upbeat EDM remixes? Why can't I speak?
I think I'd rather do the remix thing. I don't mind. I don't mind the dance music, man. I love it. So maybe that.
I reckon that'd be quite fun, to be fair.
I wanna hear
some
that.
EDM remixes of like, Animal I've Become and things like that would be incredible.
Yeah. No, I love dance music. So yeah, I wouldn't mind.
Nice.
I want to hear it. Right. Would you rather be permanently banned from Canada? Right.
This is harsh, by the way, so sorry.
This is bizarre. Right, would you rather be permanently banned from Canada or only be allowed to tour Yukon for the rest of your career?
Oh man. Well, I'd have to be banned from Canada because there isn't much up there, so yeah.
That was a harsh question, to be fair, mate.
Yeah, I'd
I
have
can't
to.
believe you wrote that.
Oh, I'm a piece of shit.
Yeah, you are. Matt, thank you so much. Before you go, please let the people know what you've got, what 3 Days Grace has got coming up,
Yeah,
and
we're gearing up for across the states tour at the end of August this year with Breaking Benjamin, and then we're heading out in November over to Europe, and we got a lot of shows in Europe headlining. So yeah, we got a lots of touring coming up, and yeah, a couple new songs are going to be coming out soon, and then a new record August. So keep your eyes out for us coming through your town.
We
amazing.
can't wait for that. We've had a cheeky listen, haven't we?
We had a cheeky listen.
There's some bangers.
There are. Apologies for me, it was a big one.
Yeah. Kill Me Fast.
Yeah,
What a fucking tune that is, pardon my French. But that's going to be my new workout song. I'm going on a diet and I'm going to be having that album on. So thank you for helping me lose weight.
hey,
Matt, thank you so much. You have kind of completed the Encore Club. It was a pleasure to have you on. Thank you for rounding off the season for us. That was incredible. And yeah, guys, thank you. Join us. There's my camera. Hello. Join us in about a month, I think, for season 2, which is going to be even bigger and better. Well, we hope. Thank you very much for joining us for season 1. It's been incredible to have you here. Do you want to say anything before you leave for a little bit?
No, not really. But thank you to Matt. Love you. It was a pleasure to have you on. Huge fan. And yeah, it's been a sick moment for us to have you on.
And we'll try and get down to the Brixton gig as well.
Read on. Let us know.